Welcome to the Panthers Den, Campbell Savona's Athletic Podcast. Meet our athletes, coaches, learn about our athletic programs, and hear what it's like to bring hard work and teamwork to the field. Now welcome Athletic Director Mr. Loveless to bring us the grit and glory and insight to high school athletics.
So, welcome to our second year of the Panther Den. We have a very special guest. Last week, we got to meet our new building principal. Today, you're going to meet here's the news, everybody. The news is you're going to have two athletic directors this school year, Mr. Carson, Daly, and myself. We are sharing the position, but he is taking the lead role. So we have Mr. Daly here with us to learn a little bit more about him as we are in the midst of our fall season. So, Mr. Daly, welcome to the podcast.
Oh, thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
Are you really excited to be here, though?
Just thrilled.
I could tell. The face tells a different story. All right, so some of the listeners know about you, Mr. Daly, but tell us, especially your athletic background growing up.
Oh, boy. Where to start? Growing up, my parents got me and my younger brother involved in everything. And as you can expect, being the older brother, I was always better than him at everything we did.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
But no, we played everything from golf, tennis, to wrestling, lacrosse, football, soccer. As I got into my school years, soccer, lacrosse, and wrestling were my primary sports. With wrestling definitely being number one. What I really liked about that was just that individual mindset. You're competing against yourself, but there's also your team that has to count on you as well. And I thought it was a really awesome connection between yourself and the team aspect.
Yeah, I can attest that for Mr. Daly. He's definitely a wrestling/soccer guy. He starts talking about those, I start to zone out a little bit because I'm just lost. Those are a couple sports I did not partake in my youth. So tell us a little bit more, like any success in any of those, especially the high school years, soccer team, lacrosse, wrestling?
I did. I was very fortunate to have some outstanding coaches and friends to play sports with. For soccer, we won sectionals at Brockport High School for the first time in 10 years. We won in 2018, my senior year. Again, in wrestling, I was very fortunate growing up with my brother and my cousins. We made up most of the 15-man wrestling team, which is pretty cool. All through high school, we won 6 sectional titles as a team. I was fortunate enough to collect a couple individual ones for myself along the way, but it was really special being able to go out there and compete with my brother and cousins and other really close family friends to bring some sectional titles back home.
You know, I've heard about these sectional titles there, Mr. Daly. I've never yet seen the patch or anything. Right now it's just stories, but I'll believe you.
Maybe one of these days I'll bring it in. You can try it on the coat.
No, that's all right. That is not going to fit. That will not fit. So what's your vision here for the Panther athletic program in the next few years, now that you're taking the helm?
Well, luckily, my predecessor did an outstanding job and created a foundation that was very easy for me to step into. And I just hope to keep steering the ship in the right course that you were able to put this athletics program on, continuing to develop athletes, not only as athletes, but also as community members to go on and be successful in whatever they choose to do.
Steer those waters, just beware the rocks. There are rocks out there.
It's all right, I have my boating license.
So here's the question I think you'd be the most nervous to answer. It's a tricky one. If you could describe the culture that you want for our athletic program here with our Panthers, if you can describe that culture in 3 words, what would those 3 words be?
That is a great question.
I thought so. I liked it.
Yeah. Number 1, overall, I'd have to go with unified, right? We want everybody having the same mindset when we come into the building, being able to represent the school as a whole. Number 2, I think growth mindset is huge. Every day we're here to get better at practice, right? Competing within our teams, always moving forward. And then number 3, it's got to be competitive. We got to want to make sure we're staying on top of everything and being successful in whatever we do.
I know you're the new guy. I like those. Don't get me wrong, Mr. Daly. Those are great. But growth mindset, that's 2 words. So I don't know
There's a hyphen
if our
in
listeners,
there.
we should all right, throw a hyphen in there. I did write those down so I can hold you accountable for those, just so you know.
Awesome.
Yeah. I'll let you know if you've fallen off any of those. So kind of piggyback off on that, Mr. Daly, how do you define success for high school athletic department beyond the wins and losses?
Yeah,
What does success look like?
That's another great question. I think a lot of people, that's the easy one to say is how many wins and did you have this season for your team, right? But as a coach and now as an athletic director, you look beyond that, right? You're not just developing an athlete in terms of athlete, right? You're not just developing them to be a soccer player. Your ultimate goal is to develop a student athlete as a whole. That student comes first. You want them to be well-rounded, be leaders in the community that's going to represent your team and what you've instilled in them. So I think just life lessons of how to be a productive citizen for the world.
Thank you, Mr. Daly. Well said. Well said. So we talked about the rocks as you venture through the waters. So what do you think are some of the biggest challenges that we're facing at high school athletics today? Not just us, but in general in the country.
Yeah, I think number one is our participation levels, not just down here, but all over. Youth programs are not as abundant as they used to be, whatever it may be nowadays. We're just not seeing the feeder systems as strong as they used to be, even when I was back in high school, which wasn't too long ago.
Yeah, a couple of years ago.
But that's definitely some things we gotta, as a whole, look into fixing, because participation numbers or levels are definitely going to be the biggest challenge, especially in our area as we move forward.
Yeah, the struggle is everywhere. Participation everywhere. All sports, all schools. Like you said, it's definitely in our area. So a little back to a little more personal for you, Mr. Daly. What's one lesson that you learned in your career, either from an athlete or a coach, that still guides you today?
Oh, I'm going to have to go back and pull one out now. I think back to just wrestling, just what one life lesson that really just stands with me is that I'll be the first one to tell you, and I'm sure any other wrestler listening will tell you, that you never look forward to going to wrestling practice. It's one of the worst things that you can do day in and day out, going for the grind, bouncing off the mat. You're never feeling 100%. You're always hungry. Can't ever eat. And I just think that knowing that you can get through that 2-hour practice, no matter how tough it is, it makes anything else you do during the day that much easier. So just knowing that it's all right to push yourself through the hard times, and you'll be able to make it out okay, and then everything else is smooth sailing.
Was that like a lesson you learned on your own there? You know, by the way, that's not a very strong plug for wrestling for the future. You're always hungry. You don't get to eat. You're sore.
There's a lot of good things about wrestling, too. Don't get me wrong. But, yeah.
All right, last one, Mr. Daly. It's your time. So for our Camp Barcelona athletes that are listening out there, what would you like to tell them?
Well, first, I'd like to see everybody come out to our home opener for our first athletic contest this year. Is this Thursday, August 28th. Our varsity girls kick it off at home against Andover Whitesville, and I would love to see a full set of bleachers there cheering on our girls play. Then as we continue, I hope we have everyone come out and support all of our athletic contests throughout the year. And if you're someone that has never played a sport, please come out and give it a try. Athletes that are playing right now, talk to your friends. We got to grow our numbers and get more people out here playing.
All right, you heard it, everybody. Sign up is never too late. Let's get out here. Let's get some more 3-sport athletes. We look forward to seeing you out in the fields. Upcoming podcast. I know it's been great talking to Mr. Bacallis and Mr. Daly, but what we really want is to hear from our athletes, so be looking for that for our next podcast. Until then, thanks for listening. We're signing off, Panthers. See ya.
Tune in to our next episode of the Panthers Den. Until then, go Panthers!